You're gonna start straight away with the bolster, blocks, and strap. Everything. So take the bolster and put the bolster toward the back of the mat. Take the blocks and put the blocks close to the middle of the mat. Take the strap, create a lovely loop, and put it around your waist. There. Seat in the front of your bolster. The end of the bolster is not touching the buttocks. Leave a bit of space between the two. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana. Put your strap around your feet and move the strap lower to the hip bones. So no more on the waist, but a little bit lower. There. Start tightening the strap, but it still have to be in a comfortable position. And you take your blocks and put it to support your legs. Put your hands behind your buttocks, tilt your hip forward, and lay down over the bolster. So the end of the bolster will be around the lower part of the rib cage. If you need to, you can put a full blanket right under your occiput, so the back of the head, in order to keep the forehead as much as you can parallel to the ground. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist, pull the back of the head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes and relax. You're supposed to be comfortable in this position, supported. So find the good position also of the blocks in order to give you the support that you need today. It doesn't have to be a challenging pose, but a supported one. Close your eyes and allow your body to soften, to let go. Feel the support of the bolster, blocks. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully with your mouth. Let go any tension. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moved first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer? Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the full phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there to observe. Is one of the two pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long and deep breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation. Observe the effect of the bolster on your lungs, on your chest, on your belly. Feel the stretch on the front of your rib cage. With every inhalation, your body expands. With every exhalation, your body contract. Gently, easily. Breathe deeply and observe. Observe the stretch around the shoulders. Observe the stretch around your heart. Breathe deeper and deeper. Allow your rib cage to expand to the side, even more than usual, helped by the bolster. Use your deep breath to allow this expansion. From your next breath, start creating a breathing cycle, starting on the belly and then moving up to the chest. So first is the belly expanding, then expand your chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. One more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Go back to normal breath. Allow your breath to become light and settled. Move your hands away from your body. Widen your arms. And again, inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, free. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, free. Now, inhale as deep as you can. And hold your breath. Stay there. Exhale freely. Again, inhale, belly, chest. As deep as you can, hold your breath. While holding your breath, relax your body. And exhale. Hold your breath just for 2 or 3 seconds. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale. Hold. Exhale freely. And one more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Hold. Exhale freely. Bring your hands now interlace behind your head. Keep the shoulders as much as you can away from the ears and allow the elbows to drop toward the ground. Even there, with the same breathing technique, so inhale, belly, chest. Hold your breath. While holding your breath, relax your body. And exhale. Inhale, belly, chest. Hold. Exhale. Inhale, belly, chest. Hold. And exhale. Back to a normal breath. Still with the arms in this position. Feel the stretch around the shoulders, around the armpit. If you feel tension on your lumbar spine, we think about readjusting the support. The idea is to be comfortable, being supported. And then put your arms in cactus pose. So with the elbows aligned with the shoulders and the forearm parallel to the ground. Allow the forearms to drop toward the ground. Stay there, breathing deeply. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the stretch on the upper part of the chest. And now still keeping the forearm as much as you can parallel to the ground. Bring really slowly the elbows closer to the chest. Still keeping the forearm parallel to the ground. And as much as you can, also parallel to each other. Observe that when you move the elbows closer to the chest, you will find a spot where the stretch is maximum. Find this spot and stay there. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. And create a long breath. Lengthen, especially the exhalation. So inhale deeply and slowly. Exhale even more slow. Use your breath to expand and stretch your rib cage. 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to normal breath. Relax your arms. And just stay there. Breathe normally. Without controlling your breath now. Let it flow freely. Let it flow lightly. But observe the stretch that you just did. Observe which area of your body you can feel more open. Really, really slowly. If the belt allow this movement, you can do it. That is, bringing the 2 knees together. If the strap is a little bit too tight, so you cannot bring the knees together, lift your head, lift your shoulders, put your hands down on the ground, and lift your torso. Bring the 2 knees together, take away the belt, take away all the props. Grab the legs under your knees. Bring chest and leg together. And keeping chest and leg together as much as you can to protect the lumbar spine. Start walking forward with your feet really gently. Allow the head to move toward the knees. Find that position where you can feel your body working, your body stretching, but your breath is still easy, soft. And stay there. Stay there 3 breaths, allowing the lumbar spine to stretch. At the end of the 3rd breath, really slowly come back up. Bend your knees again. Grab your legs outside of your knees and find a balance. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift your tibias. Both the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Stay there. 3 breaths. Just 3 breaths. And down. Cross your legs, put your hands over the knees and create circles with your hips along the spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now bring the belly in. So lift the pubis, belly in, and keep in this gentle activation of your abdominal muscles. Put your hands right in front of your knees. Move your shoulders and head back. Keep the arms straight. Move the knees down to be stable. And there. Tilt your hip forward. Push the chest up and forward and look up. Stay there 3 breaths. And relax. Now, lean forward and enter to the position. Keep the 2 knees together. Keep the hands right under the shoulders. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Belly in. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Good. Inhale. With your exhalation, tilt your hip forward. Push with the hands against the ground. Arch your spine. Inhale, tilt your hip forward. Pardon. Now, when you inhale, tilt your hip forward, arch your spine, move the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, tilt your hip backward, push with the hands against the ground and round your spine. Inhale, arch your spine, look forward, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round your spine, push with the hands against the ground. One more time, inhale, tilt your hip forward, look forward. Exhale, tilt your hip backward, push with the hands against the ground. Now, inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your hip backward. Lean on the left leg and move the right knee toward the forehead. Inhale, keeping the right knee at 90 degrees. Move the foot up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, knee to forehead. That's good. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. One more time. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. Stay there. Squeeze your butt. Push with the hands against the ground. Belly in. And down. Change sides. So lean on the right leg. Inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your head backward. Lift the left knee and move it toward the forehead. Inhale. Foot up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. And one more time. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, foot up. Stay there. Squeeze your butt. Belly in. Push with the hands against the ground. And down. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Turn arms on the other side. Good. Now take the block. Put the block on the front of the mat. Sit on your heels. Widen your heels as wide as the mat. Keep the blocks in the third position, so in the higher position. Put your hands down on the ground. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Belly in. Walk forward with your hand. Lift the right arm, put the full arm over the block, but push the shoulder back. So keep the arm straight, move the shoulder away from the ears, push with the full arm against the block to activate the muscles of your shoulder. Then do the same with the left arm. Look forward, belly in, push with the full arm against the block. 3 breaths, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. At the end of the 3rd breath, allow the head to drop down in between the arms. Close your eyes and stay there. Keep the arms active till the very tip of your fingers. Then allow the chest and the head to drop down toward the ground. Stay there. Breathe deeply. And breathe slowly. Come back up. It was quite a bit of a tough time, but we didn't do that. Put your hands over your thighs. Create circles with your spine. So not just the hips and lumbar spine, but long vertebra per vertebrae. Then also the other side. Good. Hands on the ground. Walk forward. Take the blocks and move the blocks closer to your body. The idea is not to put your elbow right over the block. Interlace the hands and keep the forearm perpendicular to the ground. For the beginning, look forward and move the shoulders away from the ears. Push your chest down and stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, still keeping the shoulders away from the ears, allow the head to drop down and stay there. Slowly come back up. Hands down on the ground. Inhale. The exhalation, tilt your head backward, push with the hands against the ground and look at your belly. Inhale, tilt your head forward and look forward. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, tilt your head backward, round your spine. Inhale, look forward, arch your spine. One more time. Okay, now, move your box away from the mat. Take the bolster, put the bolster toward the middle of the mat in this position. Put your hip bones, those ones, over the bolster. Interlace the hands and put the elbows right under the shoulders. from this position without moving the elbows. So push the elbows down on the ground. Then imagine that you want to move the elbows away from each other. So you're going to activate the muscles around your shoulder blades. So push the elbows against the ground and move the elbows away without moving the elbows away. So the elbows doesn't really move. It will be a different movement around the shoulder blades, and even you may feel some sort of stretch around your collarbones. And relax. Inhale. With the exhalation, start pushing with the elbows against the ground and push the elbows away from each other. Stay there. Feel the activation of the muscles. Move the sternum forward and shoulders back. And relax. One more time. Start pushing the elbows against the ground. Move the elbows away from each other. Now, tuck your toes under. Straighten your legs. Belly in. Stay there. It's a plank pose, but supported. And put in a little bit more action around the shoulder blades and collarbones. And down. Relax. Inhale deeply. And with exhalation, enter again in the plank supported. Keep on pushing with the elbows against the ground. Keep on pushing the elbows away from each other. Breathe deeply on your chest and observe, become aware of the feelings that you may experience when you deepen your breath in this position. And relax. Now, still keeping the elbows down on the ground, put your hands down on the ground too, with the forearm parallel to each other. Same thing, push the elbows against the ground, move the elbows, push the elbows away from each other without moving the elbows. Tuck your toes under, straighten your legs, activate your abdominal muscles. Stay there. Move the shoulder back and sternum forward. And relax. Inhale. Go back in the previous pose. Now, start pushing with the hands against the ground, lifting your elbows just a tiny bit. Activate your abdominal muscles. And back. Push with the hands against the ground, lift, and back. One more time, push with the hands against the ground, lift, and back. Relax. 3 deep breaths. At the end of the third breath, go back to the pose that we just did. So with the elbows right under the shoulders, hands down on the ground, forearm parallel to each other. Now we're gonna do something really similar to what we just did. So pushing the hands against the ground, lifting the elbows. But I want you to imagine that you want to move the hands closer to the bolster. The hands doesn't have to move. It's just a deeper activation of other muscles. When you will push with the hands against the ground and the hands toward the bolster without moving the hands, you will push the sternum, the chest forward, arching the upper spine a little bit more in a more conscious way, hopefully. So, forearm parallel to each other, put your hands firmly on the ground. Inhale. With exhalation, start pushing with the hands against the ground. And now imagine that you want to move the hands toward the bolster. Stay there. And relax. The arms can be also gently bent. If it's too hard for you to keep it completely straight, it's not a problem. You can put a little bend on the elbows. But try to keep the arms aligned and rolled outward. So the elbows will be directed toward the bolster and not outside, not on the side. The hands against the ground, start straightening your arms. Move the hands, push the hands toward the bolster and observe the activation of the muscles around the shoulder blades, behind your back. Keep the abdominal muscles active in order to protect the lower spine. And relax. You're going to do exactly the same, but activating also the legs. So, straighten your legs, tuck your toes under. There, start pushing with the hands against the ground. Roll the arms outward, push the sternum forward, shoulder back, belly in. Stay there. And relax. Push with the hands against the ground. Take the bolster, put the bolster in between your legs. If you want to, if your bolster is not really stiff, you can also put the blocks underneath the bolster in order to give a bit of support to the bolster itself and allow the chest to relax over the bolster. You can turn your head to the side, but in that case, remember to change side after 3 breaths. Otherwise, if you want to keep the forehead on the bolster, stay there for 6 breaths. Find the version that is more comfortable for you. End of the 6th breath. And back up. And sit over the bolster. Again, if your bolster is not really stiff, you can put a block underneath. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly in, roll the arms outward, push the hands down on the ground like you want to touch the ground. Push the thumbs back just a tiny bit. Try and keep the muscles between the shoulder blades not really contracted. Try and keep the shoulder blades away from each other. So move the hands away from each other and down and around. Breathe deeply. And relax. Okay. Now tilt your head forward and back. Forward and back. Just to give a bit more mobility to this area. Activate also your abdominal muscles when you tilt your hip back and forward. Okay, now move the right leg forward. Keep it really close to the top of the bolster. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Yeah, the leg is still in this position. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Twist to the right. Straighten your left leg, left arm. Push the left arm against the right leg. Put the right hand over the bolster and use the two arms to twist even deeper. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, look behind your right shoulder. 3 breaths. Lift the sternum, held up. And back to center. Change sides, so put your right leg down. Put your left foot really close to the top of the bolster. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Twist to the left, straighten your right arm and push with the right arm against the left leg. Put your left hand down on the bolster. Use the two arms to help you twist deeper. Look behind your left shoulder, 3 breaths. And back to center. Now, tabletop position. Keep the bolster close to the mat, because most likely we're gonna use it soon. From the tabletop position, move the right knee toward the right hand. Move the right foot to the left and walk forward with your left leg. So now, actually, even if you don't need it, I wanted to use the bolster. So I wanted to put the bolster right under your right buttocks to give a bit of support to your body. Go on your elbows. Push the sternum forward and shoulders back. Stay there. Now, tuck your left toes under and straighten your left leg. Keeping the left leg active. Lift your torso. Put your hands down on the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Stay there, 3 breaths. Now, at the end of the 3rd breath, change side. So move the left knee close to the left hand. Move the left foot to the right. Take the support of the bolster. Move down on the elbows. Push the elbows against ground. Stay there. At the end of the 3rd breath, tuck your right toes under and straighten your leg. Push the heel back. Push the elbows against the ground. 3 breaths. Now lift your torso up. Push the sternum forward, shoulder blades back. Stay there. Belly in. And relax. It wasn't that hard. It was a soft version. Tabletop position. Pull the arms outward, move the shoulders away from the ears. Walk back with your knees just a tiny bit, not too much. Belly in, widen your knees and widen your feet. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. With exhalation, push the buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down and slowly start straightening your legs. Push your chest toward the knees and stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lean forward for the plank pose. In case you need to adjust the position of the legs, of the foot, of the arms, you can do it. But now, just keep the hands and feet in this position also in Adho Mukha Svanasana. So lift your buttocks, push the chest over the toes, relax your belly. And back to plank pose. From the plank pose, move the shoulders away from the ears, belly in, and allow the hips to go down, controlled. And then move the heels back and go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Tabletop position. Tabletop position, down. Take the bolster and put the bolster close to the arms. Well, actually, in between the arms and the knees. Even there, if your bolster is not really stiff, is not really supporting, you can put the blocks underneath. Now, tuck your toes under. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Plank pose, and again, adjust if you need to. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Plank pose. Activate your abdominal muscles, and keeping the abdominal muscles active, allow the hips to drop toward the bolster. Push with the hands against the ground. Look forward, belly in. And again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From Adho Mukha Svanasana to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. So allow the hips to drop down, or the thighs to drop down toward the bolster. Belly in. Push with the hands against the ground. And again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One more time. Lean forward. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down on the knees. Child pose. Find the version that it's more comfortable for you, either with a bolster or without, whichever is more comfortable for you. Find your version. Close your eyes and stay there. Three more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back up. Lift your buttocks. Put the bolster just behind your calf muscles. Widen your knees, just a tiny bit, not too much. Roughly as wide as the hips. Belly in. Roll the arms outward. Push the chest forward, belly in, and lean back. Just to touch the bolster with the top of the fingers. Belly in, and come back. One more time. Try and go a little bit deeper. And come back up. So I want you to keep the control from the beginning till the end. Belly in. You can even squeeze your butt to help tilt the hip backward and lengthen the lumbar spine to avoid tension in the lumbar spine. So lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly in, squeeze your butt, other arms outward, and start leaning back. Start opening your chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, push with the tibias against the ground to lift your body up. Interlace the hands behind you, seat them. Keep your elbows gently bent. Belly in, squeeze your butt, lean back. Push with the tibias against the ground to lift your body up again. Now, take the wrists, or if it's possible for you, take your elbows. Belly in, squeeze your butt. Exactly the same thing. Lean back. And now push for the foot and tibias against the ground to lift your body up. Seat on your bolster. Relax your arms. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Lift your buttocks again. Start activating your buttocks and pushing with the feet against the ground, and observe how those 2 movements will help you tilt your hip backward. Lean gently back. Push with the elbow, with the foot against the ground. Belly in. Squeeze your butt. And back. Now, move the 2 knees together. Walk forward with your right leg. Straighten your right leg. Bend your right leg. Now, move the hands back, belly in. Push with the left knee, left tibia, left foot against the ground to tilt your hip backward and arch your spine. Try and touch the bolster with the hands. And back. You're gonna do it 2 more times. So bend your right leg, belly in. Start activating the left leg, arch your spine, and try and touch the bolster. And back. One more time. And back. Change side. So straighten your left leg forward first, just for, to check the distance. Now start bending your left knee. Roll the arms outward, push the hands back, belly in. And back. Keep on activating, keep on activating the right leg to push the leg down and help tilting the hip back. Bend your left knee. Start pushing with your right leg. When you push the right leg down, you might feel the stretch, the activation of your groin. That's the idea. Arch your spine. Stay there. And back. Last time. Bend your left leg. Start pushing the right leg down. Activate the muscles around the hips. Arch your spine. And stay there. Okay, good. Take the bolster, if you want to find your child pose position, your version, the version that you prefer, either with a bolster or without. Stay there. 3 deep breaths. At the end of the third breath, lift your torso. Hands on the thighs. Keep the knees wide. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Gently. Also on the other side. Now, lift your buttocks. Right leg forward. Push with the right leg. And lift it also. Lift your body. Keep the right knee bent. Keep the left leg straight. The heel can lift. Belly in. Push with your left toes down on the ground, like you want to kick the ground, like you want to move the left leg forward. And again, you're gonna feel the activation of the left groin. Belly in. Lift your arms up. Push the thumbs back and arch your spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, straighten your right leg and lower your arms. Change side, so left leg forward, right leg back. Bend your left knee, the right heel can lift. Keep the right leg straight and start pushing with the toes down to the ground, like you want to kick, like you want to move the old right leg forward. This movement will activate some muscles around the groin. Belly in, sternum lifted. Lift your arms and still keeping those movement in place. So keep on pushing the leg forward, belly in, arch your spine, stay there, 3 breaths. Come back to center. Widen your feet as wide as the mat. Keep the bolster in front of your feet. Tilt your hip forward. Put your hands over the bolster. If you need to, you can bend gently your knees if you cannot touch the bolster. Relax your face, relax your neck. Feel the gentle stretch on your lumbar spine. If you want to deepen the stretch, bend your elbows and keep on going down. Stay there. Now really gently bend your knees and unwind your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Keep your knees gently bent and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Do it gently, do it softly. You're simply waking up your body again. Turn also to the side. Now, again, take the bolster. But I wanted to sit over the bolster with the sacrum. Allow the shoulders to drop down. You're kind of supported. So it's even if your hips are higher than your shoulders, normally it's quite comfortable. Just for 2 breaths. Take the bolster with the hands and straighten your legs up. Yes, good. If you're really comfortable, you can stay there for just a few breaths more. Otherwise, you can just move into Shavasana straight away. If you feel tension on the lumbar spine, you can keep your bolster behind your knees. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. At the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Sato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Slowly start wiggling your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Thumb and index finger together, palm of the hand facing the sky or the ground. Face completely relaxed. Eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.